fire within you. Okay, so I just want all of us to say ideas in pulpit. Can I hear all of us saying ideas in pulpit?
Ideas in pulpit.
Okay.
Ideas pulpit.
Okay.
Ideas in pulpit.
Very good. So when we look at these two words, ideas and pulpit, there are so many ways or so many places where ideas can come from, isn't it? But why did the convener decided to choose the pulpit? Can anyone just hazard a guess? Because I've also been thinking about why the pulpit, not why ideas from the drinking spot or ideas from the restaurant or ideas from anywhere, but ideas from the pulpit. What do you think makes the convener comes out with such a topic or such a name for an experience like this? Joel, can you share your ideas? Can you come out with something?
I was still thinking about it. Pulpit, as I've come to know, or as I've known, is a platform where preachers of different backgrounds give out the word or preach the word, and it's only from the pulpit where people get different ideas. Or let's say basically it's only from the church where people can also get some ideas. So combining ideas
Joel, I think your line is breaking.
Yes, I'm just stuck.
You are stuck. Okay, good.
I'm trying to figure.
But you've done well. At least you've done well. You see, as a marketer, as a brand person, I don't just take any names for granted. So whatever name I see, be the name of a company, be a name of an event, be a name of anything, I just try to, in my own way, unravel the reason or the possible reason behind the choice of that name. I may be wrong, I may be right, but at least I'm always curious to find out why a certain name was chosen. So ideas, we all know that ideas are needed every day. There are several ideas that come to our mind, and the world is shaped by ideas. Your decision to do something or not to do something is a result of the ideas that come to you. So ideas is the pulpit, as you said, is where at least the gospel or the word of God comes to. I will not want to relate it or limit it just to pulpit as in the church, but it can be pulpit as in what even maybe the imam may stand on and also preach, because at the end of the day they are also preaching the word of God, the word of Allah. So ideas in pulpit, basically what my understanding is that it is just ideas that are well thought through and coming from the throne room of the Most High God that we have God or Allah. That is so just. And if there are ideas that are coming from the throne room of the Most High, then it's something that we know that it's something that is very powerful and something that can open doors for us. So whenever we hear something, we should think about it. And today, I've just been thinking about it for the past days. And I also didn't want to ask Sammy, what is the reason for ideas in pulpit? I wanted to throw it to us so that we can also think about it or deliberate on it. That being said, I welcome everyone onto this call. My name is Godfrey Mensah-Yawson Jr., a professional chartered marketer. Yes, and I love sharing knowledge, because I believe that, yes, knowledge should be shared so that it illuminates the path of others. If you know or if you have the knowledge yourself and you don't share, it's just like you only receiving. One day you just burst out and all the content will come out of you. So that is it. Today I've been given a topic: how to break through in business with limited capital. So before I go on, I would in a quick 1 or 2 minutes want to find out a little bit about our audience. So I'll start with Hajara. Hajara, how are you? Hajara. Okay, maybe Hajara is okay. Hajara is, I think your microphone is muted, so I can't hear you. I can see you speaking, but I can't hear you. Oh, I still can't hear Hajara. But anyway, you can type. Domenia, how are you? Domenia, how are you? Okay. So Domenia, what are you into? What do you do, if I may ask? Okay, good. What about Velinda? Anyway, I believe that this is just a teaser. Whatever is happening today is just a teaser for you to be present at the Grand Convocation. Please, I want to see each and everyone here at the Grand Convocation. I will be there myself. So try as much as possible for you to be there. This is just a teaser. We are just giving you teasers. I remember when we were young, sometimes you say, we are watching the excerpts of the movie or the trailer. That one will give you a peek into how the movie itself is going to be. So this is just a teaser or a trailer. And don't miss the Grand Convocation for anything. Please ensure that it is saved on your calendar. Set a reminder, please, and don't miss it on it. Okay. So now, how do you break through in business with limited capital? You all agree with me that we are going through very, very turbulent times in our country. Yes, it is not only in Ghana, but even worldwide, there are turbulent times that are happening. Economic situations are going from bad to worse and all that. In Ghana, we are witnessing high inflation, depreciation of our CD, and so many things that is happening. So all these things have an impact on the consumer, the one that we are in business for. You should know that you are not in business for yourself. You are in business to sell your idea, to sell your product, to sell your service, to sell your event, to sell your experience, even to sell your knowledge to a consumer or a customer. The ability of the customer to buy any of these that you are selling can sometimes be influenced by the environmental situations that we are facing or the economic situation that we are facing in now. So there are times we call booms in the economy where everything is going on well, people have a lot of money on themselves, they try to buy a lot of things. There are other times where the economy experiences a contraction, where things are becoming difficult for people. So before anyone spend 1 cedi or 2 cedi, that person really thinks very well before that. And that is what we are currently experiencing. So in times like this, how do you break through with limited capital? One funny thing or one thing that normally happens is that in times like this, most organizations, whether big, small, medium, or micro, tends to do one thing. They try to cut down on their marketing budget. Meaning that the money that is available for you to do your marketing promotions, to do your advertisement, to do your sales promotion, to do all those marketing activities that will create awareness, that will stimulate people buying your product or service. These budget for it tends to go down. So now you are left with limited capital. However, your boss or yourself may not be expecting a decline in sales. You still want to get your sales up. How do you deal with that? So even in limited budget, you are expected to effectively and efficiently market your product and services to succeed, and in so doing, break through in the marketplace. So how do you go do that? So today I'm going to share with you some of the strategies, proven strategies that you can use as a business to scale up your sales, even in times of limited capital or in times of limited budget for you. I believe you are all excited for it. Are you all excited? If you're excited, let me hear from you.
Yes.
Yeah, good. So I need to engage you because this is virtual. Sometimes the virtual programs, you see someone will join and the phone will be somewhere and maybe doing something. But I believe that once you've joined, listen to the end and you'll be blessed. Okay, so now I've established why in times like this, marketing budgets are the one that mostly gets affected. But your bosses or yourself still want to achieve the same thing. You may be on this call and you probably may not be working. You may be thinking of how you can start your business also and all that. Please, before I go on, I will just share with you also a number of ways even to get few sources of capital for your business. Then before we go into limited capital. So if you're on this call and you are starting off doing your business, then you may want to start saving money and resources. Trust me, that is what we call bootstrapping. In business, we are not in the kind of world where you go to the banks and they are ready to give you capital. In Ghana, even before the banks give you capital, they may want to find out how much do you have yourself? What is the collateral that you have? So if you're having idea of starting businesses and all that, please start saving money. Yes, you can. Whenever the money comes, do what you are supposed to do with it and keep some for yourself to save money, because that is one of the best ways to start your business, especially if it's a low startup cost. That is it. You can also do what we call crowdfunding, where you raise money from a group of people, and this normally through online platforms, and this is also catching up very, very well. Yes, yeah. But that you need to come out with very innovative features and all. Loans are there for you to take. Yeah, there are still school of thoughts that tells you that, okay, start a business with loans. But even those who are ready to give you loans would want to find out how much of your stake is in the business. Because if I'm ready to invest in something that you yourself, you are not ready to commit your money to, I may not want to do that. So that one too should be there. There are also grants that can be gotten. Yeah, there are companies that are into grants that you do all this. So you can get sources of capital for this. Now, with limited budget, what do? The first thing I will advise you is that with limited budget, if you are starting even a business with limited budget, please start small and scale gradually. See, everybody likes to be flamboyant. Everybody likes the flashy things. We all want to advertise like the Coca-Colas. We all want to do things like the McDonald's, the KFCs, and all the Barclays, the Stanchart, all these big organizations. We all want to do that. But trust me, they did not start from where they are now. What you are seeing now has been years and years and years of investment over time. So don't think that you just want to start and be like them in one way or the other. So please, whatever thing you are doing, please, in limited budget, start small and scale gradually. Don't try to do too much. In terms of advertisement, what do you want to do? Look out for the low-cost marketing activities that will give you maximum returns. And I'll share some of this with you. So you try as much as possible to start small. Even if it's a product that you are bringing, don't start today and come out with 200 pieces of the product when you don't know that you are going to even have a market for it. Maybe you can start the market with 20 pieces of the product, 10 pieces of the product, and when the product gets finished, you can now be scaling up gradually. But if you are starting with limited budget and you want to start with 500 pieces of a product that you don't even know how the demand for the product is going to be, then what you are going to do is that you are going to lock up your capital in it, and it will not going to be very good for you. So please, in as much as we want to be flamboyant, in as much as we want to be flashy, in as much as we want to be seen everywhere, please start with small. I would use 2 businesses as case studies as we go on, and you see. The second thing you should do in times of this is please focus on your core competence. Ask yourself, as a business, what are you so much into? What are you good at? And the things that you are not good at, please leave it for other people to do. You cannot do everything about your business. Trust me, you cannot do everything about your business. So, someone contacted me and a business, and he said that now he's having issues with his delivery, and he wants to invest in buying an Okada or a delivery rider. I said, okay, that is good, but let me ask you, how many deliveries do you do in a day? And he said, maximum 5 deliveries. I said, okay, so in a day you do maximum 5 deliveries. So even if you work from Monday to Friday, you do maximum 25 deliveries. That is the maximum, all things being equal. There are days you say you do only 2 deliveries in a day. Good. So I asked, how much is the Okada? He told me the price of it. And I said, okay, so would you want to now spend this amount of money to go and buy that Okada? Where is that money going to come from? From the little money that you are using to run the business. If you buy the Okada, you are going to pay the person who is running that, because now the person is your employee, isn't it? He said yes. And I asked you, are you ready to even insure the person? Because once he's riding, if anything happens to him and he is an employee of your business, you are going to do that. So are you ready to insure this person, that in case of accident and all that, you are going to take care of the person? We sat down and realized that if the person was going to go up in doing all this, it was going to cost him about a huge amount of money. And I said, okay, why don't you now think of using this money, invest that money into your business, and then get a dedicated rider, or get 2 or 3 riders that you can call on them at any point in time. It's because you are using only 1 rider. So whenever you call him and he's busy, you have to wait for him. But even if that rider gets to know that there are other competitors, he's competing with 3 or 4 other riders for the same business, when you call him, he will not be bluffing on you. So you see, in as much as you want to do things, focus on your core competency. What is your core competency? Your core competency is selling the product or is manufacturing the product. Please focus on that and outsource this thing to other people. You can even register the business on Haptel. You can register the business on Boats and all these things. And this is going to be good for you. So as businesses, we should know that we shouldn't try to do everything by ourselves. Okay, you should outsource. Sometimes you think that outsourcing may be expensive, but trust me, outsourcing comes with its benefit. It leaves you, it frees you for you to be thinking of how best to do or how best to invest in your business, what ideas you want to bring into your business. So please, one other thing I want to tell you is that, listen, focus on your core competence. Don't, because your competitor may be having a dispatch rider, don't be moved by what your competitor is having to also do that, because at the end of the day, you don't know the capital that the competitor is having. You don't know how much money the competitor is having. You don't even know the arrangement that the competitor has with that rider or the company that is providing that services for you to also go into it. So don't just be moved by what you see around, but please focus on your core competence. Focus on your core competence. It is very, 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 very important. Focus on your core competence. I have a pharmacy shop that I run. Yes, I do deliveries for people, but I don't have a a dedicated delivery rider. But then, let me tell you what I do. Because those riders are not for me, I have about 4 or 5 riders, and I occasionally bring them together and I train them. I train them on good customer service. I train them, and I always tell them that, please, whenever you go out to deliver a product to someone, the person doesn't know that you are not an employee of my company, Point of Care Pharmacy. The person will automatically think that you are an employee of Point of Care Pharmacy. So everything that you do, whether good or bad, is going to be related to my company. So please, when you go, try as much as possible to put up your best behavior. And I also tell them, if you go and the customer that you are delivering the things to talk to you in a way or behave towards you in a way that is not good, kindly let me know. I'll tell the customer, I'll call the customer and say, okay, my rider came and he said you did A, B, C, and D, and that wasn't that good. So please, next time when my rider comes, do this. So you see that I've given the riders, I've made them know that I think about them. So I am ready to come to their aid whenever they are maltreated by a customer or anyone. And I also train them. And some of the things that I train them on, they see how well it is benefiting them. So please, these are some of the things that you need to do. Whereas I'm focusing on my core business and outsourcing them, just I give them a little bit of training because they are representing me. And that is one thing that you can do as a business. Don't just say, oh, the rider cried, me rider, my friend. No, the rider is representing you. The rider is marketing for you and he's advertising your business. So you are going to be judged by the behavior of that rider. So please and please again, as you are outsourcing, be rest assured and always be in touch with them and let them know that they are representing you. Okay. Any question up to this point before we go on? If it was an in-person meeting, I would have possibly waited to the end. But because it's virtual, if I talk so much at the end, we may lose thought or it's So just to encourage you, just to ensure that you are following. Any question up to this point?
No, please.
Okay. Come again, please.
They can unmute and ask their question.
Yes, you can unmute and ask your questions up to this point before we go on more and more, before we start giving more tips.
You can also write it in the comment, your questions.
Please, I have a question.
Yes, please, go ahead.
So, I'm into lots of stuff, but this one is basically about my phone business.
Okay.
I don't actually have a shop that I sell my phones.
Okay.
Rather, I have partnership with some dealers.
Yeah.
And one of my phone dealers, people sometimes want to pick up from my shop, so I always tell them that I have an affiliate shop that they can pick from.
Yeah.
But here's the case: my dealer sometimes delays me. Okay. Let's say somebody wants payment on delivery, or maybe they want to meet me, not in a shop, but they want to meet me for it. I will give if they should tell me 10 a.m., I tell this dealer 8 a.m. Because I know that he can fail me. But here's the case: at times, there was one instance, somebody called, he wanted to buy a phone from me. He was coming from Medina. So in order to help him save money on transportation, I told him to meet me at La Paz. Okay. I told this dealer a day before that this is what is going on. So kindly make sure you are on time. Here's the case: it was 10 a.m., he wasn't delivering. And in view of that, I lost that client. Okay. So I would like to know, though we have to outsource, so in this case, what can I do? You talked about you not having a delivery person, but you always tell them that they should know how to carry themselves when delivering for you. Yeah. So in this case, how will I also ensure the reputation of my business is not tarnished? Because by God's grace, I've come about 7 years not selling. I just started selling 2 years ago because all my customers were like, we want to buy from you, want to buy from you. So because the demand was high, I decided to start selling.
Okay.
So how can I still maintain the reputation of my business while still partnering with this dealer of mine? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Joel. I understand your question and I understand your situation. Number one, I think that, you see, I don't know, but let me ask you, have you tried engaging this dealer, sitting him down one-to-one and letting him know the challenges you are facing?
No, please.
Good. So this is one thing that you should do. Go to the dealer and tell him that, Mr. A, listen, I am bringing you business. I give you business and I also earn something from it. Okay. You can even go do an audit of how many gadgets you bought from him, even maybe over the period. And you go to him and say, over this period, this how many gadgets I've bought from you, and this is the total cost of it. And I would want to do more. I wish I can do 4 times, 5 times of how much I'm buying from you. But this is the breaking point. This is what is limiting me from doing more with you. With other dealers that I have, you can say that. With other dealers that I have, when I give them the time, they're able to give it to me on time, so I don't have issues with that. And that means that my business with them is going on well. But with you, these are the challenges that I'm facing. And let him know that you know that yes, I am not having a shop on my own. So people trust me by the time that I give them. So when I say, okay, meet me here with the product, I need to be there with that. So please, is there any way you can help me to be more efficient to my customers? You see, so this is not a phone conversation. Go to him, sit him down, and let him know that as a result of that, you are losing business and he's also losing business. Okay, so have that heart-to-heart conversation with him and let him know that, okay, for example, what is the timelines? If I want a phone at 10 a.m., what time should I place my order? What is the timeline and what can be done? So you sit with the person and let the person know how his action or inaction is affecting his business and your business as well. But if the person doesn't know, he may not know what is going on. He thinks that you are okay with the service that he's giving you. Okay. So please make it a point to go to him and talk to him. And I believe that if you go to him and talk to him, he also will understand the situation. Okay? Yeah. That is number 2. You should also try and have other people that you deal with so that you do not rely on him alone. Because if you rely on him alone, then that becomes the situation. But if you have other dealers, that one can also help you. Okay. So these are just a few of the points that I can give you. Okay. Good.
Thank you.
Okay, good. So, I believe, can we go on?
Yeah, we can go on.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So, I've talked about starting small. I've talked about focusing on your core competence. The next one that I want to talk about is please be very creative with your marketing. See, it is said that if your marketing or your whatever you are putting out as a communication, promotion, and other things is something that does not excite people, then you are not doing it right. Your marketing should be something that will let the person pause and want to listen or look at it again and again. And in this era, there are so many ways that you can do to be creative with your marketing. Yes, I said that you have to outsource, but there are certain basic tools that as a business owner, you can also do. For example, when it comes to even content creation, now there are tools that you can learn to even design your flyers and all. There is Canva, there is auto caption. These are small things that are there that you can use to even CapCut, to do small videos about your product and service. So to my friend Joel, for instance, if you are going to deliver a product to a person, can you do short videos when the product came, when you were delivering? You can take pictures of it and now put them together and put it on your status. Remember now, your status is like you advertise it on GTV or TV3 and other things. A day, maybe about 60, 70, 80 people may be seeing your status every day. So whatever you put on your status, it is an advertisement. So you can do this, you can be this creative with your marketing. Tell people as you are giving them the product, when the people finish using the product, or even when they receive the product, can you let them do a short video or a small comment telling them about, or telling you about how excited or how satisfied they are with you, with your product and services. When you do that, ask the person's permission. Can I put this on my status? Once the person says yes, you put it there. This positive word of mouth marketing is very, very it's less expensive, but it is very, 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 very productive. Returns on it is high. See, we've come to the time where now consumers do not trust a lot of things that company says. I'm telling you, there are studies after Gonda. Now consumers do not trust a lot of the things that company says, because they know that as a company you can say a lot of things that are true or untruth or half truth to sell your product or service. So now consumers are becoming more and more interested in what users of your product are talking about you or saying about you. And that is where the word of marketing comes in. Sorry, the word of mouth. So please do not take any interaction with your customer on a lighter note. Once the customer gives you a positive feedback, ask, please, with your permission, can I put this on my WhatsApp status? You can even cover the name so that the person's name may not show. If the person wants his or her name to show, you are good to go. Then you can do that. So these are simple things you can do when it comes to marketing. Be creative, okay? Be creative. Just come out with free and low-cost marketing strategies. Social media is there. What are you doing to your Facebook? What are you doing to your Instagram? What are you doing to your Snapchat? Are you there? Or you say that, oh, Snapchat is not, as for Snap, it is for this. As for this, it is not for people like that. Let me tell you, your competitors are there, and people are also there, and they are getting views. They are getting reviews. They are making sales from there. So don't demonize any social media platform. Yes, what someone is using for bad, you can use it for good. That is what you should understand. The same platform that a person is using it for bad purposes, you can use it for good purposes. So you can also be there and market your product and services, and someone will know. So please use this simple creative marketing things. Word of mouth, number one. Testimonials. Let people talk about you. Okay? Do that. Okay. So that is what you can also do there. Any question on that? I think even Samuel has a book on digital marketing. You can buy one and read yourself, okay, and realize that, okay, some of these things that Samuel is saying, there are things that I can do myself. I said outsource, but that doesn't mean that you should outsource. There are simple things you can do in this world, in this era. Let me tell you, as we speak now, you can even maybe go on ChatGPT and even type that, okay, I am selling phones. I want to write a powerful message. I want to write a message on my WhatsApp status about the phones that I sell. My audience is this. The message I want to write should be centered around maybe convenience, price, and all these things. Okay, ChatGPT, can you generate a post for me? I'm telling you that ChatGPT will generate that. It will even give you maybe hashtags for you to use and all that, and you'll be able to put it there. So the world is becoming increasingly easier for us with regards to certain things. So you should always take advantage of this. Okay, you can do that and you get something. So buy Samuel's book, Digital Marketing, and know what is Samuel saying. How do you go on digital marketing? Yes, and you'll be able to go. What are the tools that you can use? Content creation. I think someone did a program on content creation masterclass not long ago. Yes, how do you create even content that resonates well with the people? It's not everything that you post to. Please, some of the things when you post, when people see it, they just don't want to look at it again. Because even the words you are using are not the right words to attract them. You need to know the psyche of the people that you are selling to. For example, the product, which people do you want them to buy? What is their psyche? What are their motivations? So are you using the right words for them? If you are not using the right words for them, that means that no matter how good the product is, they are not going to even look at your advert or your marketing promotion and do that. Okay, so this is how you should go about it. So you can always learn. Sometimes you see one typical example. When I posted the flyer for this, a couple of people, the first question is it free? Is it free? Is it free? Is it free? Yes, knowledge is free, but I also assure you that you need to also be very intentional and deliberate. That me as a business owner, maybe for the year 2024, I want to spend, let's say, 1,000 Ghana cedis. I want to spend 2,000 Ghana cedis on gathering knowledge, paying for events, attending events that will empower me to be able to sell better to my customers. It is not everything that you need to look for the free option. That is why even the apps, when you go for the free option, there's always a limitation. For example, Spotify, if you are using the free option, it plays one music and there's an advert. It plays another music, there's an advert. But if you go for the paid option, it can play so many music and there won't be any advert. So in as much as you have to take advantage of the free things, as a business, please be very, very, very intentional. Sit down as the year is coming to an end and ask yourself that come 2024, how much do I want to commit to marketing my product and services? How much do I want to commit to attending programs, signing up to programs, or talking to even trainers or consultants so that they can help me to improve upon my business? See, someone would have spoken to about 300 business owners. I would have spoken to about 300 business owners. I listened to people from various business. So some may be into maybe clothing, some may be into phone accessories, some may be into IT gadgets, some may be into the hospitality. So you realize that you are always talking to people here and there. So your ideas that you are getting becomes a lot. You are giving ideas that people have used and have worked for them. So when you are talking to people also, you come out with a lot of ideas. So please, businesses, we shouldn't always be looking for the free things. Sometimes pay a little for it. And I'm telling you that you will always see the impact when you go for a paid event as against a free event. That is not to say that free events don't give you the good things. Yes, we give you the good things also. But what I'm saying is that when you commit yourself in investing, if you come for a paid event, you know, hey, I've paid 500 or so. Once I'm there, I should ensure that I get maximum benefit. Your attention will even be higher because you know that you've committed resources to it. Okay? Where your treasure is, that is where your heart is. So please, let's also be very, very intentional. That is one thing I want to also tell you about it. Okay. Now, after being creative and all that, build relationship with other business. Build a relationship with other business. Okay, just as Joel said, he has other business that he's dealing with. Good, that is good. When you build relationship with other business, it helps you a lot. It helps you a lot. There's difference between outsourcing and building relationships. Okay, so let me give an example of a relationship. I have outsourced my delivery as a company to riders within my locality, and I intentionally did that where I am, there's an Okada station around, not far around. So I go there and I picked some of the good riders, those that are very decent and all. I said, yes, this is my way of also helping you out. And do you know what they do? Sometimes when someone comes to them, or they even pick a rider and say, oh, I'm going to buy medicine, that rider will bring him to my shop to come and buy the medicine. So they are also even bringing me businesses. because I give them business to go and deliver. And when someone says, oh, I'm going to a pharmacy shop, before the person realizes that Okada rider has brought him to that my pharmacy shop. That is one thing. In building businesses with relationships, in building relationships with other business, you can ask yourself that, okay, you sell this product. Which other product do people need that can help your product? So if you are selling something like clothing, for instance, you can decide to find out or look out for a business that sells shoes, slippers or sandals, and go and talk to him and say that, listen, my sister, my brother, I am into the selling of clothing. When people come to my shop and they buy clothing and all that for events, I definitely know that they will need shoes, they will need slippers and all that. So why don't we do this way, that you come and maybe do a small showcase and put some of your shoes in it and come and put it at my shop while I sell the clothes, so that when the person buys and he sees this, he may be interested. You put your price tag on it. So as and when I sell, I let you know. In much the same way, since you are selling shoes, I can also do a small showcase and put some of my clothing there, or even pictures of my products or the shirts, the kaftans and other things that I've sewn there, so that as the person is buying shoes, he may know that, oh, okay, this shoe crowd that I'm buying, if I buy this kaftan, it will go with it too. So that is how relationships are, and this should be mutually beneficial. So I build this business and I build this relationship with you. So you are having a shop in my shop, and I'm also having a shop in your shop. At the end of the day, what are we doing? We are helping each other to grow. This thing that you do, assuming your shop is at La Paz and the other person's shop is at Medina, what you have done is that you have opened another branch of your shop in Medina, and that person has opened another branch of his or her shop at La Paz without necessarily paying for rent. So you see that this has saved you money. It has saved you advertising also, because now when people come there, you are automatically advertising your product and service to anybody who comes to that person's shop to buy clothes. Automatically you are advertising your shoes and whatever you are selling to them. Yeah. So that is how you go about it. If you are selling phones, you can do that with maybe laptops. Yes, you can do that. You can look out for related products that can go with your product and services. And please do that. It is going to help you a lot. It is really going to help you a lot. If you are into the selling of food, can you look out for someone who produces juice? That is not your core competence. You are not good at producing juice, but there's someone who is good at producing juice and smoothie. So can the person come and even advertise or bring a small fridge and put some there, so that as the person is buying your jollof, he's buying the smoothie of that person, and you can also do same. So always look out ways in which you can create relationship with businesses, and in doing so, you are opening another branch at no cost to you. Okay, so that is one other way that you can do with limited capital. You don't have capital to go and get a shop. Now, when you get a shop, you have to paint the shop. You have to hire someone to sit in the shop as a salesperson. You have to pay that person every month, whether sales come or not. You have to maybe put a fan there or put an air conditioner there, tiles, all these things. But if you build a relationship, you realize that yes, you are doing it, getting branches, but very, very easily. In my pharmacy shop, for instance, there are people who come there and say, okay, I'm selling honey. I say, yes, bring me some of your honey. And just put a sticker there. And when people come to you, can even say, oh, some of my honey is available in this pharmacy shop. The person is advertising for me. Someone says, oh, I am selling this. I do homemade soaps, shower gels and all that. I say, okay, what do I lose? Bring it to me. Let me keep some here for you. When you come and we've sold 3, I give you your money for 3. So I keep a separate one for any time you want. You can come to the shop. You know you've given me 10. I am not paying for the 10 up front. When people come here, and the good thing is that sometimes they even direct people that, okay, it is available here, go there and pick it. While the person is coming to buy the shower gel, he will know that, oh, there's this also pharmacy shop. If it had not been this, I wouldn't have known that there's this pharmacy shop here. So that is also free advertising and free marketing for us. So that is how you can build mutually beneficial, profitable relationships. Is that okay? Any question on this two that we've talked about?
Hello, we have very less than 10 minutes to be wrapping up, so kindly make a question. Pastor, you can write it then to pick it up from there.
Any question?
No, please.
Okay, good. So the last one I would talk about, then before I use some 2 case study, the last one I'll talk about is please be persistent. See, you do not achieve greatness in one day. Okay? There are processes that you have to go through. I started by saying that businesses that have become successful did not become successful in one day. So please be very, very, very patient. Okay? Be very, 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 very patient. Be very, very, very patient and persistent. And you're definitely going to get it there. Okay? Don't get discouraged when you don't see results immediately. Remember, it is said that Coca-Cola in its first year sold only 25 bottles. But now, even one shop can sell more than 25 bottles of Coca-Cola within a short time. So, where Coca-Cola has gotten to has taken years and years and years and years and years to be there. So, please be persistent. Gradually do things one after the other. The most important thing is to ensure that you are doing the right things. If you are doing the right things, don't worry. It's just a matter of time that the results is going to show. So keep doing the right things. It's just a matter of time that the results is going to show. Because of time, let me give you one case study. Because 10 minutes. Have you all heard of the brand Where Ghana? Where Ghana?
Yes.
Okay. You know, this week, Where Ghana celebrated 10 years. Isn't it? Good. And what did they do? They did something that was so simple. It didn't cost them anything. All that they said is that we are celebrating our 10 years. So we want anyone who has bought Where Ghana, they normally call their product Gigi. Any Gigi that you bought, kindly take a picture and post it on your social media handles. And you realize that a lot of people were posting Where Ghana, Where Ghana, Where Ghana, Where Ghana. Sometimes I saw some of the design. I said, wow, I didn't know they have this design. I need to get this. So how much did Where Ghana spend in this marketing activity? Virtually 0 Ghana cedis. All that they did was to send a message on their social media that we are celebrating 10 years. They didn't do a party. They didn't do a fanfare. They didn't do anything. But rather, they are making their customers, they are making their consumers now advertise for them free of charge. And you see that people are proud to show that, yes, I also owe this. So people were very happy to come in with their different Where Ghana shirts or Where Ghana apparel that they have. One person can post about 5-6 pictures of different shades of Where Ghana dresses that he or she has. And that is the power of marketing with 0 budget. 10 years marketing with 0 budget. Someone would have said, oh, we are celebrating our 10th year anniversary, so we need to cut a cake, we need to do this and all that. No, they realize that they are still limited in terms of their capital or budget. So what do we do? Let's do that. So whatever you are selling, if it is your 1 year anniversary, can you also try and even tag the people that you have done business with you for that 1 year? Please do, just to cut in. Do you even keep record of the people who are buying from you? So my friend Joel, do you keep record of every person that has bought a phone from you? You need to if you don't. And occasionally find out from them. Occasionally send messages to them. Christmas is coming. Send a message to them.
I keep. I am always in contact with them.
Very
I have
good.
a broadcast list
Very
of
good.
those who have bought for me, those who have inquired or anything for me.
Exactly.
Even with other businesses, I once in a while call them just to check up on them, not to sell anything to them, but just to check up on them.
Exactly. You don't have to be that person who you only contact your customer. There's this sales rep that I was dealing with. The first time I bought from him, I never heard from him till it was time for him to come for his check. So I just gave the check to him. Then when he takes the check, as soon as he takes the check clears, then he said, please, I'm waiting for order. So that was the only day. One day he came to my shop and I've bought his product from a different person. And he was like, why? I said, yes, because only for you, it is only about coming for check and I'm waiting for order. So I give you the order. The next time that I see you is you are coming for check. You don't even find out the product I bought from you. How well is it doing? Are there any expiries of the product? How am I even able to sell the product? You don't care about my business, nothing. It's all about order and check. So anytime I said, open our chat. It is, please, is your order ready? The next time, please, is my check ready? This is the only 2 times that we talk. And I don't see you as a friend. So, to come back to the case of Ghana, you can do some of these things at virtually no cost to you. You don't need to do a big banner, sign 10 years anniversary. Please, your social media is your radio station. Your social media is your TV station. Now, even WhatsApp has this, what they call, is it WhatsApp channels and all that you can do. WhatsApp communities and all that. So please, what that I'm saying is this. With limited budget, you can still compete. How can you compete? Please start small, scale gradually, focus on your core competence, be very creative with marketing, explore word of mouth marketing, okay? Explore low-cost marketing strategies, and you'll be able to go. Please build relationships with your other businesses that are doing similar things or complementary things like yours. Build relationships. Be very, very strategic. Ask yourself, okay, by next year, I want to have a relationship with this person who supplies this that can be used alongside my product. I want 1 business or 2 businesses that can supply this that can be used alongside my product. I want to build maybe 2 or 3 relationships that will be profitable for you. And I've told you the benefit of it. It's like opening another branch elsewhere. Be very, very, very patient. And please leverage on what we call user-generated content. Go to your people. What are they writing about you? Every good thing that they write about you, please post it for your business. And it will be good. Because of time, we cannot go in so much. But I think that these are very simple. There's not a classroom, but I've tried to make it very, very simple for you. Ways that you can break through even with limited capital. And I always say that the last one, Ghana, just look at what they did. So easy, cost-free, but just imagine if they had 200 people posting Ghana product on Facebook alone. 200 people. Each person has even 10 followers and there are 200 people, that means that the message would have reached about 2,000 people. And that is the power of social media that a business can use at no cost. Okay, so please let us be creative. And thank you very much. If there are any questions, I believe we can take them and we go.
Hello, the floor is open for questions. Let's do it swiftly because of time. And just let you know that we'll try and get a recording and we'll share on the page. And that we can keep listening and listening and listening. And we'll become better versions of ourselves and we'll scale up to the business. So, Mr. Godfrey, it has been so awesome. With this insightful moment with you. I'm really excited about what you said, and I know that I'm going to put to practice what I've learned today. So I want to say a very big thank you to you for making time available to us to share this moment with us. We are so grateful.
Okay, so thank you very much also, and I'm also very grateful for
Okay, thank you. We look forward to everyone at the Grand Convocation. Next week, we have our last virtual session next week, and then we'll have our Grand Convocation a week after that. So tell a friend to tell a friend. This is what is happening. Thank you all. So we'll ask Mr. Godfrey just pray with us shortly, and we'll end the session.
Okay, so Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. We are very grateful for bringing us together and sharing knowledge with us. We pray that whatever we've learned today, we'll be able to practicalize it and become successful in our various business endeavors. And when all is done, we'll give you the glory, the honor, and adoration. In the name of our God, we pray. Amen.
Amen, amen, amen. God bless you so much. So our page is available, the Ideas Fulfillment page. Share your flyers, share your work. Let's keep interacting. You never know where your breakthrough comes from. And just tell a friend, share the link to others. Lauren, you have a message. Okay. Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.